So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hello there.
Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. I know you've been busy because I checked your schedule. You're
Very busy,
So you
but a
need to
good busy.
I actually get her in the hot seat and on the tan line because I got questions that need answers.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my best.
Now, I had to dig deep. And when it says the secret between us, now, a lot of secrets come with some truth. It comes with some of that. I ain't gonna let nobody in my business because, sis, that is me all day, every day. And as I dug a little deeper, it said that it was loosely based on true happenings. How is it as a writer, a filmmaker, a producer that you know what's entertainment, what you're willing to share, and what you're just like, this is too much? Because all mine going to the grave with me.
Well, I thought it was important to share. A lot of people have similar situations, especially as prevalent in the Black family. You know, I don't know how many times we as children heard our parents say, what is done in this house stays in this
Stays
house.
in this house.
Okay. So I wanted to just share a little bit of my story because I found out I had a sibling well into my adult years that I didn't know that I had. And I confronted my dad about it. And it was true that I had another sibling. So I thought it was important, you know, to share this story with the community because there's so many people with similar stories. They find out sometimes at funerals or somebody shows up, you know, that they didn't know about. So I think this is something that needed to be shared, a story that needed to be told.
And inking it has you to relive it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're trying to figure out the pieces that's going to hit the cutting room floor, we'll come back and maybe get some extra episodes a little bit later. But while you're telling that, what is it that speaks to you to say that I really want these pages to jump off the book and into these lives and touch people where they are?
Absolutely. First of all, the father wounds that's in our communities. I wanted that to really speak to our community, you know, the reuniting of coming together between Jack and Torrance, his son. I wanted people to see the journey of forgiveness.
Right.
And know what that looks like and what it should look like. With Wanda, you know, how she was very graceful, you know, towards Jack. You know, she didn't like it at first, you know, but I allowed that character to have grace. You know, I didn't want her to be the wife that went off, you know, and
Ready to pop off.
Right.
And let me tell you another thing.
Exactly. And just talking to Lisa Arundel, she really appreciated that about her character.
Right. And Trey, you joining us in the hot seat on the tan line. Everybody can get it. Now, we got questions that need answers. As a part of the secret between us, tell me a little bit about your position with all of this and what brought you into the fold and the whole level of experience for you.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for having me on. First of all, I appreciate it. But this is the second of 3 projects I've done with Tamera so far. So, we're at the point now where there's no more auditions. Tamera knows how I rock. I know how she rocks, and we rock well together. You know what I mean? That's kind of how we rolling now. And so when she gave me this script and this role, I was blown away. I mean, everything she writes is beautiful anyway. But this was different. And she said, this role is going to challenge you. It's going to be very layered. And she was 1,000% correct. It was no joke. It was tough. I had to go to places that I'd never been before on film. And as an actor, I appreciate the challenge. You know what I mean? I had to be vulnerable. I had to take direction. And And it was amazing, man. I mean, just the level of talent and experience we had on set with Michael Jai and Lisa and Victoria, man. It was a master class, you know.
Yeah.
It really was. It really was, man. I learned so much being on that set. And on each set you learn something, you know what I mean? Whether it's good, the bad, and all the other stuff. But it was so positive, man. It was so wonderful. And yeah, you know, me and Tamara, we're gonna do a lot more together also. So this is just the beginning. Stand by.
Absolutely. And, as you're inking all of this and people are really getting the healing while you're going through this journey, you're bringing a lot of real life and a lot of that hush hush to the big screen. And we learn through edutainment. We don't mind being entertained, but while you're catching us where we are and making that truth hit us, it gets uncomfortable. But when we're seeing our truth being portrayed through others, it makes all that much more sense. Because I can only imagine being in my adulthood, finding out that my mom had another child and she just come walk up, hey, sis. There's a lot of resentment, there's a lot of friction, a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And for you to even say, I wanted that role to portray grace. Now, that's a word that our generation has not typically embraced
All right.
for whatever reason. And when you start talking about even the aspect of the man having to deal with that and healing those who are watching it, I appreciate you so much for that, Tamara. And it speaks volumes. I read that you were the first African American filmmaker to partner with Angel streaming platform, and that speaks
Yeah.
volumes in itself.
Yes, I'm very excited times for me right now to be partnering with Angel Studios. I'm very excited for all the things that we have planned in the future, and I'm looking forward to adding the diversity piece to Angel Studios and for our people to be able to experience those films on that level.
Representation truly matters. No
Absolutely.
matter how they try to pigeonhole it, we are so complex to where there's not just one storyline. You can always pivot, and that level of creativity, it'll find you even at the grocery store if you let it, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
and so while you're doing that, how important is it that you're getting the cast that really gels? Because you can get a bunch of great actors, but if
Mhm.
everybody's not acting accordingly, and you got more
Yeah,
egos than
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
how does that
I,
work?
I was sharing earlier that as I was writing the script, I knew that I wanted Jack to be like a manly man, somebody that people respected, the community respected. And as I was writing, Michael Jai just kept coming to my mind. I had the opportunity to work with him before in a film that I had written called Never Heard. And the producer and him couldn't see eye to eye. Something happened, and he didn't come on board for that one, but he remembered the writing. So my good friend Trey was able to connect me and Michael, and I was able to send him the script. And as soon as he read the script, he called me and contacted me. He said, "Hey, I think we got ourselves a classic here." So I was just so excited to have him on board. And after that, yeah, the rest is history. He brought Lisa Arundel on, and then from there came Victoria.
Yeah.
As Trey stated before, we had already worked together before. Trey didn't even have to audition. I was like, "You playing this role right here." So
It was voluntold. And look at him. He's skinning and grinning like you had to drag him there. Like, I know, Trey. Thank you for taking one for the team, man.
Yeah, I had to. I felt like I had to do it, you know.
Yeah, so I felt really blessed and honored to just have like 30 plus years of experience on the set. And I'm not even going to lie, I was a tad bit intimidated at first coming onto the
Really?
set. But after I gave that, excuse me, first directive to Michael, because I was like, how am I going to direct him? What am I going to say to him? But I walked up to him. It was so crazy. I was a little nervous, and I said, "Hey, Michael, and I gave him the director's note or whatnot." He was like, "Okay, yeah, 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 okay." He was cool. And after that, I was cool. It's like getting over that first hurdle. But I think, as Trey stated, it was a master class for all of us.
Right.
Being able to watch them work and do what they do is a great collaborative effort on everyone's part. And we came in, we knew we had a good script. We knew we had a good crew. Shout out to the DP, Keith Smith. We knew we had all the ingredients. So we came together, and in 10 days, we did this film. 12-hour
Stop.
days, 10 days. We knocked it out the park.
Hold on a second now, Trey. I can only imagine. She coming up here right now with this whole gentle, holistic approach. And then she dropped the bomb about 10 days. Sir, blink once for yes, twice for no. Do you need help? Like he's glitching, Tamara. He's glitching. But that's okay. He got it done. And he survived to tell the story.
Yes. I mean, don't let
That is
Tamara fool you
amazing.
now. Don't let her fool you. Tamara, she's a sweetheart. But this is her baby. And when
Yeah,
it's her baby, you know, she has the right to make sure things are done the way she wants them done. And
absolutely.
she's a soldier on set, man. If she wants it this way, this is how it's going to be. You know what I mean? And you got to
Yeah.
respect that, man. You know, I love it.
And I love to hear you say that because God gave you a gift. This isn't something that you just picked up and said, okay, now people can pick up something and start writing, but it's a gift to be able to do what you do. And
Correct.
don't ever take your presence for granted because it matters. And you just got to keep showing up because you inspire us all. And the next time you need a cousin for a set, wait, that's my dying scene. I'm going to practice on it. By 2029, girl, I'm going to be ready. Do you hear
Oh,
me?
come on now.
2029.
You ready now. You ready now.
I love it. I love it.
And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. Whenever you have anything going on, feel free to jump in the hot seat on the tan line. Get to Louisiana. I'm your official tour guide. Got you with some gumbos, some boudin, whatever the case may call for. I got you.
All right. I'll remember that.
Please do.
Don't be surprised
Right?
if I show up on you now.
Exactly.
And I'll be definitely looking for you on the big screen. You know what it is, AMC Theaters right now. How can we keep up with you both and everything else that you have going on?
On all the social media platforms, Tamera Hill Writes. That's TAMERAHILL Writes.
And for me, everything is Tre Ryan at Tre Ryan. That's TRERYAN. Facebook, Instagram, all the stuff. You can find me, please.
Absolutely. The secret between us, it's out and we're here for it. I know you have more work to do, so I'm going to let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love y'all, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You heard me?
Yeah, it's been
All
a pleasure.
day.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
All right,
So
take
proud
care.
of y'all. All right,
No, you
bye.
too. Thank you.
Bye.